And I think after 9 years now, I've understood that. But for the first few years, I was like, if my client wants to wear a stripy shirt, they're going to wear a stripy. Why are you telling them to change?
And coming from the lady that wears the most patterned... You set me up. That was so like, come on, we're going to make Shaun suffer now. So
it sort of went pop, and then nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Sharon, an address exactly. That was so weird to say your name. But I've done.
Sharon.
Oh, that was really weird. Okay, address it to Mom.
Today's Garners Couch Club podcast is sponsored by Currencies Direct, helping you buy your dream home in Spain.
When you're moving money abroad, exchange rates really, really matter.
With Currencies Direct, you get great rates, expert guidance, and no transfer fees.
Who could ask for more? They've got over 20 branches across Spain and friendly teams ready to help you every step of the way.
So, to register with us and for further information on Currencies Direct, all you need to do is visit our website, Spanish Property Choice, which is www.spanishpropertychoice.com, and follow the links.
Hello and welcome back to the Garners Couch Club podcast.
I'm Sharon and this is Shaun of Channel 4 Sunsea and Selling Houses and Spanish Property Choice, located in the beautiful province of Almeria and also Costa del Sol.
Yes. How was your little trip talking about Costa del Sol? Because you've just got back again.
Well, we've just got back again and it was great because I ended up going to my favourite shop again.
Honestly. I was going to say that poor woman, but I bet she's loving it because every comment I see is, Sharon, where'd you get clothes from?
I know.
And I think she keeps getting a lot of orders, which is amazing because you genuinely love that shop.
I do. The Fabric Boutique in Calahonda is where I get everything from. And I mean, look, I've even got
a dead fish around your neck.
A dead fish around my neck.
Love it. Absolutely love it. What's fashion come to?
Yeah, but I like anything a bit unusual. And I've got to be honest with you, I just cannot stay out of that shop. And I think your dad's giving now. I think your dad's sort of saying, well, to be fair, you do look lovely in the stuff that you're actually getting, and this is silk.
Ooh,
which is
very posh.
Yes.
It's nice.
$89.99.
Means nothing to me. I don't know what's good value in women's clothes.
Come on, pure silk. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And it's so comfortable. So
I like a bit of animal print.
Yeah.
I think it's coming back into fashion.
Yeah.
It went through a bit of a phase, and everyone went on to stripes and dots. But now everyone's.
But I think the colours as well. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, I think I've got how many of these I've got now? I know I've got a pink one. I think there's an orangey one as well, and then this one. But that's it. That's I mean, we're going off on a tangent here with clothes, but and it's a bit of a push for the Fabric Boutique, I suppose. But I only recommend things to you if it's genuine, and I really genuinely love this shop. So yeah.
Well, we've got a couple of topics to talk about today. We're going to keep the viewers waiting just for a little bit longer with our big announcement. But just to touch up on a bit more about you being down in Malaga. Obviously, it was everyone knows now because we've announced it enough times. But we're about to open our office in Calahonda.
Yeah.
And you and Dad went down to kit it out, to decorate, to.
Well, we've had it reformed because it hadn't been used for quite a while. So we've had it all painted. We've had new floors put down. You will be able to see this because we have filmed some bits and pieces and lots of pictures for you to see the change. And this week we've taken all the furniture down, and obviously I did go on a bit of a shopping spree because that's the one thing about down there. You can just go. I mean, there's that many shopping centres. It's crazy. We've started to kit it out, and we're almost ready to go. Yeah.
It looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously sent us some pictures, and I think the design and the style you've gone for is very, very different from our Almeria offices. I'm really, really excited to come down. I mean, we don't have an official opening date, do we?
No, but it's going to be around about the end of September, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And because because that's when we start filming for Series 9.
Series 9.
Of Channel 4 Sunset and Selling Houses.
Yay! Hang on, let me get the party popper. Imagine.
Yeah. Can you get it right, this series? Because you had a real... I don't know what it was, but every party popper you had...
Episode 1 of Series 8, the first episode we filmed of the last series, I think, who was it? Was it you or was it Danny?
No, it was me.
Completely set me up.
Yeah.
And gave me a dodgy confetti
Never
cannon.
set you up. We went to the shop and bought them.
You set me up. That was so, like, come on, we're going to make Shaun suffer now. So
it sort of went pop, and then nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And you ended up shaking them over the cans.
Yeah, but do you remember that one that went off after me trying?
Yeah. We got a bit of a story there because Shaun tried once with this one party popper and it just wouldn't go, would it?
No.
So we put it in the bin, and then, which was right next to you, and then literally he got another one, and as the other one went off, that one went off in the bin as well.
Yeah, and that literally I was pointing it at the client's face. I was like, oh, no, it's party poppers and me. But you've always got out of that because you have always said, oh, yeah, to me and Dad, and we always have to do it.
Yeah, but I can never work out which way you turn them because you have to...
Well, clearly neither can we. It's like the most nerve-wracking part. I've just like gone through the stress of securing a deal and negotiating, and then the worst actual part is I've got to make sure this confetti cannon goes off.
Yeah. But it's great though. I mean, we have a lot of fun with that, and I mean, it doesn't matter how many times we tell our staff, that the party popper's going to go off. They all still end up
Everyone
jumping.
jumps.
And poor Kim's normally the one that's always in the way.
And then it's all got to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
But...
And then the following day, we normally get a text from one of the staff saying, I can see that you sold a property yesterday.
Yeah.
Because they've still got confetti coming off the roof.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, the amount of times because it normally happens at my desk, isn't it? That's where we sit in my hacker office. And it hits the ceiling, gets caught on all of the little tile things we've got. And then I'm talking, like a week later, I'm talking to someone and just this bit of confetti comes floating down in front of me.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is as well with the confetti, I don't know whether people watched Series 8, but for Matt's 50th birthday, well, we actually went out to get the confetti bombs, didn't we? And what you saw wasn't actually what was supposed to happen because we didn't realise they were coloured powder bombs.
It was powder bombs instead of confetti bombs. Yeah, but even with that, I was the first one to let mine off.
And we still went ahead.
I knew there was another 4 around me to go off, and I let mine off and I thought, oh no. The cameras were on. I was like, there's not enough time for me to shout stop. And it was because Matt was walking in as the surprise. It was all genuine. Yeah. I was like, it's not going to work. Let's just go with it.
Yeah. We were clean. Well, I wasn't cleaning, but I know the staff and that were cleaning for weeks and weeks. And the camera, I mean, all the cameras, we've got 3 cameras on us and they were just covered. So, but anyway.
We just disappeared into a load of smoke.
Yeah. This is why I've always said they ought to do like a bloopers because I swear to God, people wouldn't believe what happens, And it is all genuine. I mean, we have to go with the flow as it happens. So.
Well, nice little transition into this episode, obviously, not only announcing that Series 9 of Sunset and Selling Houses is happening, but we just wanted to kind of go through for all of the listeners and the viewers what exactly is involved and are any of our listeners interested in taking part?
Yeah.
So Series 9, the crew's going to be coming back officially as of the 22nd of September.
Yeah.
So next month, we don't have much time to prepare for it. But if any of you guys are interested in taking part in Series 9, then all you need to do is contact us, or more importantly, contact Mother Dearest.
Yeah, if you can email me to the Garners at Spanish Property Choice. I nearly said
almost. You don't want to email there. You actually want to email too.
The Garners at SpanishPropertyChoice.com. If you can give me a full breakdown, your full criteria of what you're looking for, your wish list basically, of what you would like. What you get is a different thing, but what you'd like. And also give us a budget to work with as well. And then the process from there is really when you send me all that information. Oh, and the most important thing is, I meant to say before I forget, when you do send me the email, if you can please put a line in there to say, I give you permission to send this information to your producers. Because of data protection, I can't just forward your information on without you actually giving me permission. But what happens is you contact me, I will respond and say, fantastic. We really genuinely are looking forward to filming with you. Now, many of the people that contact us obviously are already on our database. You're already in touch with one of the team. If you're not, then don't worry. You still contact us, and we'll be in touch, and we'll get to know you and know exactly what you're looking for. But also, if you are already talking to one of our team, I will let them know that you're also interested in filming with us, and we will keep them in the loop.
Yeah, it's a few stages, isn't it? So step one is email mother@thegarners@SpanishPropertyChoice.com. She'll respond to you, get all the information. Step two will be one of the staff members will then contact you to have an in-depth conversation, find out exactly what it is you're looking for, in the right sort of areas, the budget. Step three will then be you will be passed on to the production company.
Yeah, I forward everything on to our producers. What they actually do from there, they will then contact you, preferably by a phone call initially, if that's okay, because obviously they have a lot of applications, so having to keep waiting for emails to come back is quite difficult. Yeah. But they will contact you, have a chat, have a general natter with you, as I call them, and then what they'll do is they'll arrange either a WhatsApp or
like a video
Zoom.
call.
Yeah, a video call. And then the other producers and that will probably be involved at that point. And there's no pressure. It's such an easy process. It sounds a bit frightening, I suppose, to a lot of people. I mean, we're used to it now.
Yeah, I think the thought of going on television can be very daunting, but our main point to get across is, first of all, the team that you will be dealing with the through the production company are always amazing. Yeah. The most energetic, friendly people are the behind the scenes crew as well, aren't they? The ones that call you, the ones that find out more about you. They're always really, really sweet people. Yeah. And they will obviously look after you. And just to point out as well, they're actually, the company that will contact you are from Ricochet, and Ricochet are part of Warner Brothers. So they're a very big company, a reputable company, and you, like you say, you'll be dealing with really nice people. Yeah, they're always really, really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, their job is obviously to make you feel at ease, and obviously when you get here, so step four. Will be then obviously to come over, and we'll give you a run through now of exactly what would be involved in you taking part in the show. But our main point to get across, and what we stress to everyone, isn't it, is that we're here to find you your home. We're here to obviously be professional as we are, but we're also here to have a little bit of fun and make it, an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, like an exciting part of your journey, really.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different.
And it's kind of going back to the fact that we're used to being on the show now. 9 years in is just insane. Yeah. We kind of know what we're doing. Yeah. Well,
do we?
we try and kind of know what we're doing, but no, we know the schedules. We know the format of what we need to be doing. So you haven't got to stress yourselves about anything. There's absolutely zero form of scripts. Nothing is. Should we say made up? Everything is genuine. Everything is off the cuff, in the moment. So you haven't got to worry about any of that side of it. It's just really, do you want our help in finding your house?
Well, the thing is, I think you've been watching us now for this will be 9 years, and I don't think we've changed. Apart from appearance, I suppose, but we are what we are. What you see is what you get. we do believe in having a little bit of fun and making it not so stressful for you, because believe it or not, when we do that, we learn so much more about you, about what you want, about sort of about the lifestyle that you want as well. And I think when you're relaxed and you're enjoying the experience, we find that clients open up a little bit more, don't we?
Yeah, and I think it's really important as well to say, I'm sure everyone that watches this podcast has probably seen the show.
Yeah.
But if you've seen the show, you'll already know that they're also a very respectful company with how they're going to sort of portray you as a client. And if there's anything you don't want to say, if there's anything you don't want on television, it doesn't have to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be very selective with what information you give as far as your personal lives. Some people think going on TV, you've got to, like us, kind of put it all out there.
Yeah.
But you haven't. You're coming here, you're coming to find your future home, whether it be holiday home, to live in, investment, and any additional information you give to that is obviously helpful, but you can pick and choose exactly what you want to say.
Yeah. And from my point of view, as much as I love the show, I mean, obviously it's amazing, but I want everybody to understand that we are not TV presenters. We're not TV stars or, whatever, famous as such. We are estate agents. We're a family-run business estate agent, and we're doing our job. This is what we do. We find properties. We listen to what your criteria is. We try and guide you to the right areas, the right location. We do this every day of the week. We know the next door neighbours to the properties that we're selling. We know the developments. We know the areas. So it's not a case of you. We have a lot of people say to us, "How can somebody possibly buy a property when they've only seen 3?" And that happens a lot of times, doesn't it? But that comes from our knowledge, our experience, listening to what the clients want. We try and stay in budget as much as we can.
But we do this in our day-to-day job off camera as well. If you're going to come into our office and you say, right, this is my budget, this is the general criteria that I've got, we're not going to pull out 50 properties and say, let's go and see 50 properties. Yeah. Part of our job, and I think what we do quite well, is we sit with you first, whether it be on the telephone, on a video call, or face-to-face, and we go through as much as we can, because let's say, I don't know, you turn around and say, okay, well, we don't want any nearby neighbours. Straight away, we will be able to sort of shortlist any of the main properties. There is always the wild card. There's always something that if we think it's worth you seeing, you will see it, whether it might not be 100% what you're looking for. But we tend to, I think one of the biggest part of our jobs is we have to know more about the client than themselves. We have to know what you're wanting before you know yourselves. So
Well, I think it's difficult for people looking. I mean, when you're coming, if you're buying in the UK, most people tend to buy within a 10-mile radius of where they normally live.
Well, you know it, don't you?
So you know the area, you know where you're going to go to. When you come to Spain, it's a completely different world altogether.
Yeah.
I'm excited this time not to just be offering Almeria, but also offering the Costa del Sol region, because I've learnt such a lot in the last few months just going down there. Obviously, John, who works down there for us and will be running the office down there for us. He knows he's lived down there. He now lives down there again. All teams, all of us, listen to everything that you ask for. And it may be, on this series, we never know. Maybe we have somebody that comes to Almeria, and actually Costa del Sol would suit them better, and vice versa. So it's not just the properties; it's the location, it's what their expectations are, it's where they want to live. If they've got children, if they've got animals, there's so much involved. But the thing is, we understand that because we do this every day of the week. This is our job.
And because every single person that takes part in the show is a genuine client,
Yeah.
we also say that we don't have any set requirements for you to be on the show, apart from that you are currently actively looking to buy a property.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we have to be really sure of, because, of course, for our vendors' sake, for the crew's sake that are going to spend days of filming, and we have to make sure that if you are wanting to be on the show and you're wanting to film, you are currently in the position and actively looking to buy a property. Your budget doesn't matter whether you have on the lower end of the market or whether you have the higher end of the market or anywhere in between. That doesn't make a difference. We love a challenge, whether it be a good challenge, a low challenge.
Yeah. Well, we had a massive challenge on Series 8. We had, obviously, the clients with a low budget, and we found that beautiful.
But do you know the feedback on that? The amount of people, the amount of comments I read, because I read all your comments. The amount of comments I read that said it was actually really nice to see. It was, what was it, €50,000 budget?
Yeah, I think they paid, well, it was a little bit more,
And I think people like to see that is what we deal with as well. It's not everyone walks through the door with 200,000 plus euros. Yeah. There are people that are looking, for a good bargain or an investment or a renovation. And I think that's quite nice to put out there. And, if there's anyone out there with millions that wants to come on as well.
Oh, yes, because we've got quite a few properties in that range as well now.
Yeah, we've got some amazing
again,
houses.
I think it's important to say as well, we don't really have a choice of what we show on the show, because it's all down to the house hunter. We had a run, didn't we, on a few series where everybody wanted a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom villa with a swimming pool. And it was a nightmare, really, because there's only so many out there. But we were thinking, I wish somebody had come through that, wants an apartment or a penthouse or a cortillo or a ruin or anything, really. But it's just the fact that, if you've got somebody applying for the show and it's what they want, it's their criteria, it's not what we choose. So I think Series 8, for some reason, we had a mix, didn't we, really?
It was very, very mixed.
Yeah, but it was nice. It was nice to show that. And again, that's what we do. We sell park homes, we sell cave houses, we sell cortillos, apartments, luxury villas. Well, we sell anything, really, don't we?
Well, it's real life.
It is real life.
That is the thing. It's anyone that takes part in the show. I think it is also very important to say, and the feedback we get sometimes is the amount that's involved, because some people may not realise filming is spread over 2 days.
Yeah.
So with your sort of what they call the backstory of you as the client, plus meeting us, seeing 3 houses, then hopefully you buying the property, that all is spread over 2 days so that it's not too much on any of us.
Let's sort of break that down a little bit. So what will happen when you get here, you will be met by the crew, by the team. You won't actually meet us, until you actually come to the office. But the crew will work with you, the producer, the whole team will be looking after you when you get here. On the first day, they will take you to, if you've got a hobby, they like to ask you if there's anything you like to do. It might be playing golf, it might be aerobics, it might be dancing, anything like that. And they'll use that as your backstory. So if you want to go horse riding, they will probably arrange for you to go horse riding. Then they'll have it.
We get a load of applicants. I love skydiving.
I like going out on yachts. I don't think they'll go that far. But so really, the first morning that you're here, you will spend with the team. They will sit with you both, and they will have a chat about your life, what you want to talk about, what your aspirations are, and why would you choose Spain. And it's just a general talk. It's not scripted again. It is literally what you want to say or don't want to say. But it's about you. And then what will happen is they'll take you for lunch.
Yes. You do get lunch included,
You get
guys.
lunch, you
It's
do.
all worth it. You get free food.
And then on the afternoon, we call it the meet and greet. So they will bring you to one of the offices that we're at, and you will come in and we will meet and greet you.
I think, sorry to interrupt, I think it is important, and this is what I was saying just before about sort of the general process, is because it is real life, even like the meeting of us, it's really awkward sometimes because the clients are kind of held back and we're like raring to go and say hello and hugs and handshakes.
Yeah.
But what the crew try and do through the whole process is make everything as genuine as possible.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone acting. We don't want any fakeness at all.
No.
So what they do is they try and keep us separate from the clients, don't they?
Yeah.
Right up until the point that we actually need to say hello so that it is genuine, so that the initial introduction is real. And sometimes we mess it up and have to do it again. But
sometimes, and you will notice as well, I'm sure on many of the episodes, there may not be staff in the office, or they may be out the way. You might not hear anything because we have to literally wait. For like if the phones are ringing, which our phones, we try and film in the quiet
hour, or the quiet office,
or the quiet times, because obviously the phone never stops ringing. You've got people coming in and out just asking general questions. You've got clients in there. You've got all of our team in there. So we have to try and wait for a quiet time really to be able to film, because if not, you wouldn't hear anything because everybody's sort of.
Sound is so important, isn't it? I mean, we've learned it, and we've picked up some tricks. Even with filming the podcast, we kind of know what we're doing. What it involves now with sound, because when you're watching something, especially on national television, if the sound's not perfect, it throws everything off. And we get it all, don't we?
I used to get a little bit stroppy with some of the producers, to be honest with you, because they'd stop filming because, I don't know, maybe the phone rang, or somebody walked through the door and you could hear the door bang.
And you're like, but it's real life.
I know, and I'd be going, so hang on a minute, why are we stopping? It's an office, there's going to be phone ringing in the background. But when you watch it on TV,
it's very distracting.
It is.
Any little background noise.
Yeah.
But I can't. Who was that one producer? Oh, who was it? Because it's always our luck that we'll go to an apartment or we'll go to a villa and the neighbour decides to start drilling, or they start.
Oh, that was Aitor. Aitor everywhere we went.
And he would go, wouldn't he? Absolutely. He'd start shouting, "Do you mind?" And we're like crouching in the corner like, oh, this is so embarrassing. But for them, they're doing a job. The film crew, they've got a job to do, and it's get that episode filmed. And we're there like, oh, please don't, please don't tell someone to stop
was Spanish,
working.
And he really didn't mind going and asking them. And I mean, God bless these people. A lot of them were builders and things like that. And they would stop for us just for 10 minutes.
Well, a lot of the builders especially, they'd be like, oh, yeah, fine.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
go and have a break. Yeah, I'll give you an hour to film. That's fine. But no, sound is very, very important. So there are sometimes, we kind of have to refilm just a little snippet, but it's mainly because of sound. If something's happened with the sound.
It's even things like, you wouldn't believe this, but obviously things like clothes, branding, you can't
wear logos.
You can't wear logos or anything like that.
So we're always with our watches, and our phones. If you ever watch the final interview, I've always got my Apple phone. I'm like, hello?
we put the lids up on our computers, don't we? And they always put it down.
No, yours is always a can. I'm not going to give the brand any advertising, but you always have a certain can of something on your
Cola
table.
Zero.
She's okay anyway.
Cola Zero. And Sharon, can you move your can out the way? But again, for us, this is the thing. It's we don't think about it because this is real life to us. It's not, we don't stage things, but obviously, for the filming side of it, some things have to be sort of moved out the way,
Yeah, but they know what they're doing. The crew knows what they're doing, and we kind of follow along now.
But clothes as well, I learned very, very early on, but it's something that I never thought. It's really strange. Wearing stripes. when you wear stripes or you wear spots, like little spots, like they were saying, we do have some house hunters that do turn up in stripy T-shirts or shirts and that. But you watch a program where somebody's wearing them, your eyes, they go really funny, don't they?
Yeah.
So there's a reason behind it, why they sort of say don't wear stripes and things like that. And I think after 9 years now, I've understood that. But for the first few years, I was like, if my client wants to wear a stripy shirt, they're going to wear a stripy. Why are you telling them to change?
And coming from the lady that wears the most patterned, out there, vibrant clothes you can imagine.
But there is a difference, and there's always a reason for it. Again, this is actually to do with filming as well. We get asked an awful lot, why is there never anybody in the swimming pools and around the swimming pools? And again, this is all to do with data protection. Every single person that would be in a swimming pool, the crew would have to approach. They'd have to get permissions for each one of them to be shown on TV and things like that. So, again, all that filming gets done when there's nobody in the pools, and that's why you don't see anybody around the swimming pools. Normally, the swimming pool areas are buzzing. It's just that we have to film at certain times of day when there's not many people in there, or when the pools are closed to allow us to do it.
Well, that's it. So it would be over 2 days. Again, we do have breaks. We do have lunch. It's really important for anyone to know as well who wants to take part that the final scene, the ending, is again genuine. We do take you back to the office at the end of the second day. We sit down. We go through what you think of each property. And by then, you would have also had time to discuss with your family or between yourselves, whoever's filming with us. We do give you a little time to just on your own, because we think it's really important, away from the cameras and the lights, just to sit down, have a discussion. It's a big decision. We then sit down in the office. We do the final putting an offer forward. Again, all of that is genuine. The phone calls that you see on the TV with us anyway, 100% happens in the moment. And then if we get a deal, fantastic. You will be lucky enough to experience the confetti bomb. Or the colour powder bomb, if we get it wrong.
Can you imagine that, Shaun? Can you? Do you know that I did have nightmares about that afterwards. I thought, what?
If it
because it actually did say confetti on that. That one we bought with Matt. If ever that happened to a client, I think you'd have to take me away in an ambulance. I think because
that would be funny.
Oh dear,
But yes, all of that is real. It's all genuine. And I think it is important that we say, once that is all done and the cameras switch off, that's when we go into, how do I say it? Legal
Life,
mode.
Really.
Yes. That's when we sit down. On camera, you don't do anything regarding finances. You don't do anything regarding legal paperwork or documents. The cameras switch off, the crew leave, and then you sit down with us in a quieter setting. And that's when we go through the process of contracts and reservations and everything.
And we may go back to the house again and revisit.
Yes, do second viewings. And
So it's not as, everything's condensed into this little short 3-minute slot. But again, I'm going to say, people say to us, why don't you talk about community fees? Why don't you talk about, the costs and all that? And we do. The whole time, they get, our house hunters get told everything. They get told the community fees. They get told absolutely everything. They get told about the legalities of the property. We show them the documentation that we've got. But obviously that can't be shown on TV. One, because of data protection. And two, again, because things change. Even community fees, each year the community fees might change. By the time that we filmed, because we film over normally between, it can be up to 6 months a year, can't it really? We're talking, this one will start in September. We may still be filming in March. It may even go into April.
I hope not.
Well, the thing is, you've got to remember...
I've got emails to reply to.
Well, for us this year, don't forget, me and Dad are away for 34 days. Well, next year, beginning of next year. So it'll all be down to you.
Yeah, thanks.
So, yes, we do tell our house hunters everything. They know everything before they come here. They know the legalities and they've seen the documentation, and that's why they're always confident if they're going to put an offer forward, that that they can do that. And also to tell you as well that all of our vendors, we have a long conversation with our vendors. Now, if we've got a client or a house hunter that's got 200,000 to spend, and we've got a property that could potentially be perfect for them, and it's on the books at 220,000, we will contact the vendor of that property and we will say, look, we've got a client that would like to film your property for Sunsea and Selling Houses, but I'm being straightforward with you. Their maximum budget is 200,000 euros.
Oh, yeah, so whenever we say on the show, we've already spoken to the owner and they have confirmed they're open to negotiation.
Yeah, we've only taken them to that property because we preempted with the vendors that that's the maximum budget. Sometimes, like you say, there's that little bit of wiggle room, which is a word I hate, but unfortunately that's how it is in this, in the real estate world. And yes, sometimes there is a little bit of negotiation, but we wouldn't take you to a property if we didn't think that we could get it within your budget.
Oh no, of course, no, definitely, and that's part of us doing our research. And again, after you've spent 2 whole days with us on television, you only see 20 minutes of that, but you are with us for 2 solid days. So within those 2 days, we're doing our research. The amount of times, mostly mother will swap a property out at the very last minute, but it's for all the right reasons, and it's because again we are with you for a really good amount of time, and we're learning. Are we showing you the right things? Do we need to change anything out? Basically, come and film with us. Come and have some fun in the sun whilst we're trying to find you the perfect property. And Series 8 was incredible to watch back because the amount of sales we actually got, the proof is in the pudding. We did our research and we were spot on 90% of the time, and we managed to find the dream property.
And even the ones that we didn't actually sell to. I mean, I still believe that the properties we showed were within the criteria, within the budget. And
we've never filmed an episode and walked away and thought we haven't shown them out of the 3 properties. We haven't shown them something that they've asked for.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, I genuinely wouldn't do it.
We've had to turn it down in the past.
I mean, nightmare for the producers. I mean, they absolutely they cringe because they have to do a lot of work.
If we haven't got properties to show, and it's not even like, oh, let's show them 1 that's suitable and just 2 to fill the gaps. We won't even do that. We have to make sure. It's our reputation as well. We're not only just filming a television show. It's our business that's been running for how many years now, and our reputation is we want to make sure that we're showing properties that our clients are asking us for.
Absolutely.
There's no point wasting our time, the client's time, the crew's time in just showing your own properties just to make a television show. And
also to tell you as well, that sometimes we do use our collaborators. The collaborators we work with are superb. And we will look at what properties they've got as well, and if they've got one that we feel is better than the one that we've got, we will arrange that. The only difficulty we have is if you're already in touch with local agents, if you've sent emails or inquiries, then unfortunately we can't. It's not that we can't, it's just that they're classed as their clients, and they won't allow us to sort of...
They won't accept the referral.
They won't accept the referral. That was the word I was going to say. But if you see any properties that you like and it is on with other agents, contact us, let us know, and we will do our best to try and include that and work with the agent. Well,
that's for the show or not for the show. We always say you can use us as your exclusive agent. Obviously, we don't charge you anything. You don't pay us as an agent whatsoever. But you can come to us and say, right, this is what I'm looking for, and let us do the legwork for you. We'll research all the websites. We've got so many contacts. We've got access to a portal that gives us exclusive access to lots and lots of properties that may not be on our website. So, let us do the research for you. Again, we know the areas, we know the properties.
We can check the legalities beforehand. I mean, I'm being honest with you. The times that we have contacted some agents, not our regular ones, but some agents, and unfortunately we've had to say to them, have you got all the paperwork in line with the decree? And they haven't, and at that point we have to say, well, we'll have to knock that one on the head, So so we do all the work for you. That's what we wanted to say. You don't have to worry about anything. You certainly don't have to worry about filming with us. You can see what we're like. Hopefully you know us by now. What you get is what you see. Yeah. We love a challenge. So that's a positive, because we do get some challenging people sometimes.
No, definitely. But it makes it fun,
It does,
Again, because everything that happens in real life. So whatever you've got to throw at us, you'll see it in our faces, whether we can cope with it or not. But so yes, if you would like to take part in Series 9 of Sunseeing Selling Houses, as Mother pointed out before, please contact us on the Garners at SpanishPropertyChoice.com and email Sharon an address exactly. That was so weird to say your name.
Sharon.
Oh, that was really weird. Okay, address it to Mom. And yes, and we'll hopefully see you as of the end of September. If you are looking for property and you're not wanting to be on the show, please, of course, still contact us. You can still get us on the same email address. You can also call our office on 0034 950 615 388, and you can always browse our website at www.SpanishPropertyChoice.com. And breathe.
And don't forget, we now cover Almeria region and the Costa del Sol. Yeah. So if you're looking in either region, you will be filming with one of the three of us or two of the three of us. We will still be filming down in the Costa del Sol.
Yes.
So
either regions. Either regions.
Either region, and that's really exciting for us. I mean, we are so looking forward to Series 9, and I think we've opened up a new world. Mm-hmm. And you'll get to see our Calahonda office.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
if you want a Shazza tingle,
or a Stephen and Shaun tingle this time, because all three of us can help you.
Well, your dad might wear his Mr. Tingle knickers this time.
Yes. And until next week, guys. See you later.
Bye.